Welcome to The Explainer. So if you've ever provided liquidity in DeFi, there's a really good chance that some hidden force has been quietly siphoning off a piece of your earnings. Today, we're going to decode that force. It's called Maximal Extractable Value, or MEV, and it's a multi-billion-dollar-a-year industry, an industry built on extracting value from users just like you.
You know, people call DeFi the dark forest. Let's dive into that metaphor for a sec. Imagine a real forest. It's dark, it's filled with predators, and any little movement could get you eaten. Well, in decentralized finance, that forest is very real. The predators are incredibly sophisticated bots, and they're out there hunting for the value you create with every single transaction you make.
And this hidden value they're hunting for? It's called MEV. This is the big idea we need to wrap our heads around to understand what's really happening to your fees. You can think of it as the invisible tax of the entire DeFi world.
Okay, let's break that down. What does that actually mean? See, when you submit a trade, it doesn't happen instantly. It sits in a waiting room. MEV is the profit someone with the power to reorder the line, say a validator, can make by strategically sandwiching other trades around yours. It's like a high-speed game of chess, where they're just rearranging all the pieces on the board to make sure they win every time.
So where do these MEV bots find their chances? Well, it's fascinating. They spot these tiny price differences between exchanges for arbitrage. They race to be the very first to liquidate a loan that's gone bad to claim the reward. And they use these clever tactics like sandwich attacks, which is literally placing trades right before and right after yours to mess with the price and profit directly from your swap.
And this is the really crucial point. As a liquidity provider, you're supposed to be earning fees from all that trading volume, right? But MEV bots are snagging a slice of that value pie before it even has a chance to get to you. Passive LPs, that's most of us, we end up subsidizing these high-speed predators, a lot of times without even realizing our profits are being drained away. All right, now let's look at a super specific and honestly a kind of brilliant example of MEV in action. It's called the just-in-time or JIT liquidity attack. You should really think of it as a high-tech digital heist.
This just illustrates the attack perfectly. A bot sees a huge trade is coming. Then, in the fraction of a second before that trade happens, it jumps into the pool with a massive amount of its own capital. It basically becomes the majority owner for a split second. The trade goes through, the bot collects the lion's share of the fee, and then, poof, it immediately pulls all its capital back out. The whole thing happens inside a single block in less than a second. And this is where it really hits home. Let's look at the numbers. Say you put $100,000 into a $10 million pool, so you own 1%. A big $1 million swap comes in, it generates $3,000 in fees. Your share of that should be $30. But right before that swap, a JIT bot drops in $5 million. Suddenly, the pool is $15 million deep, and your share gets diluted down to just 0.67%. That $3,000 fee gets paid out, and your take is now just $20.
That's a 33% cut in your expected fee income from just one trade. And it was all captured by a bot that just swooped in, took almost zero risk because its capital was only there for a split second, and then it just vanished. Okay, so now that you've seen the attack, the next question is obvious. How widespread is this? And how much is it actually affecting me? Let's try to assess the risk.
This chart, this is incredibly revealing. Your risk is dramatically different depending on what blockchain you're using. On Ethereum Layer 1, the mainnet, you could be seeing an average fee dilution around 10% from this stuff. It's the primary hunting ground. But if you move to a Layer 2 like Arbitrum, that risk drops way down to around 3%. And on a chain like Solana, with its super fast block times, the impact is almost nothing.
The good news is you're not flying blind here. You can actually track this using public tools like Dune Analytics dashboards, or by looking at data from organizations like Flashbots. You can see how often these JIT attacks are happening in the pools you're in. You can start to calculate your own personal fee dilution. Knowledge really is power. So, the most important thing to take away from all this is that you are not helpless. There are clear, real steps you can take to protect yourself. Let's open up the playbook. So here are 4 key strategies. First, move your liquidity over to Layer 2s. Super effective and really simple. Second, use DEX aggregators, which are great at finding smarter ways to route your trades. Third, on Uniswap v3, you can set wider liquidity ranges, which makes you a less attractive target. And finally, for the more advanced users, there are private mempools. These are like special channels that send your transaction directly to a validator, hiding it from the public pond where all the predators are watching. But let's be totally clear.
For the vast majority of liquidity providers, the answer is just stunningly straightforward. The single most effective, simplest defense against MEV and these JIT attacks is to get your positions off Ethereum mainnet and onto a Layer 2 network.
So we spent a lot of time talking about defense. But in this kind of game, some of the advanced players decide that the best defense is a good offense.
Yeah, it's possible to fight fire with fire, to run your own MEV bots and get in on these strategies. But let's be real. This is a professional, high-stakes game. It takes deep technical skills, a lot of capital, and a really robust low-latency setup. This is not a side hustle.
And this really is the key takeaway. Unless you are ready to become a full-time MEV searcher, your time, your energy, and your capital are almost always better spent just putting solid, simple defensive strategies in place. So, let's just quickly recap the essentials here. MEV is real, and it extracts value. JIT attacks are a crazy powerful example that can slash your fee income. Your biggest risk is on Ethereum Layer 1, but you can fight back by moving to L2s and using smarter strategies. For pretty much everyone, focusing on defense is the winning move. And that leaves us with one final thought about the nature of these open, permissionless systems. As this whole ecosystem evolves, is survival just about building better shields? Or does the future eventually belong to those who learn the ways of the predator? Thanks for watching.